Well, I'm here with Coach Rick May, first-year head coach for Temecula Valley, but a coach with a lot of experience. Coach, where'd you come from?
Phoenix, Arizona, on the west side primarily. Been coaching for about 22 years, and then my family decided that we wanted to make a move to California, and this opportunity opened up, so jumped on it and was fortunate enough that Mr. Williams and Mr. Moyer hired me.
Great. Well, Coach, congratulations on your first win. Talk to me a little bit about how that first game went for you.
Well, we had a real disadvantage in that first game in the Temescal Canyon. They had a week 0 game, and we didn't, and I think that kind of showed early in the game. Our kids weren't really ready for that game speed that they saw, and it took about a quarter and a half for them to really get a grasp of what was going on. After that, though, our defense really settled down and shut them out the second half. I don't know if they really got a first down really in the second half, so I was real pleased with our defensive efforts after the first quarter. Offensively, and you'd have to talk about Austin Fisher and the great job he did at quarterback. He was 16 of 18. And he had some drop passes on that. He could have been 100% for the night, and so he really did a nice job of managing the offense and taking what they were giving us.
I heard he finished with about 300 yards.
Yes, 301 is what I heard, and then another one I saw 299. So either way, a pretty impressive night.
Well, it's also impressive considering that Temescal Canyon had Michael Aaron, a big, strong running back. How were you able to stop him?
He hurt us a little bit, but I think the tempo on our offense, he's playing a little bit of defense, kind of tuckered him out because it's early in the season. He's an exceptional player, and I really liked him. And I think our players just learned that as the game went on that they need to get low on the big guy to bring him down.
All right, Coach. Well, here we are on 9/11, kind of a significant day in the history of this country. How's that playing out with your team and your players today?
Well, there's a lot of clutter today. You have that issue going on, and I can remember when that actually happened. There was a lot of debate that week. Should we play? Should we not play? And we went ahead and played. I think it was the right decision looking back, because we weren't going to let them affect the way we live our lives when they tried that. It was their goal. A lot of our kids are military kids. With Camp Pendleton so close, we've got some dads that are deployed, and they've been writing their dads, and I've tried to keep in contact with those dads and email them, keep them up to date on how their kids are doing. And we have one of the dads who just recently came back from the Middle East, and he's going to lead us out tonight with the American flag.
Oh, that's great.
And that's Ethan Frazier's dad.
And that's a special thing considering most of these kids were 3, 4, and 5 when, that happened, in our history. So anyway, what are you expecting tonight? And you got a pretty different team that nobody's actually seen before.
Right. We didn't know much about them, and being new from Arizona, number one, but we watched them scrimmage against Temescal Canyon, and Temescal Canyon did really well against them. They were not the team the last 2 weeks that we saw in the scrimmage, so they've had some success. They won last week against Arlington. They played West Valley really tough in week 1 or week 0. They played West Valley really tough, and West Valley, I believe, went and turned around and beat Elsinore. So they've got some things that concern us. They've got some really good athletes. Their tailback's really good. They like to chuck it and duck it, so we're looking at that secondary, strengthening up this week and trying to shut down that pass, and looking at 42 to shut him down.
Well, you know how coaches play these games. I watched you in a scrimmage once, and you never pulled out your go-fast offense.
Right.
So that's out of the bag now.
I believe their coach is probably was playing a little shorthanded. There's some kids not playing in that game, and he didn't want to show his full deck either that night.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.